Hey guys, this is Super Shag and welcome back to a brand new video. This time we're going to be reviewing the Sanei All-Stars Collection Mario and Luigi plushes. And as you can see, I have the two older Mario plushes from the new Super Mario Bros. Wii set. They were distributed by a different company, but they were technically they're still Sanei plushes. But I'm going to do a review / comparison video. So without any further ado, let's get started with the review. Now, usually I would start off with Mario, but I think that we should start off with Luigi, because he's my favorite Mario character, and he's my favorite out of the two. Sorry, Mario. But yeah, looking at Luigi, and looking at the art on his tag, I think it very much resembles how he looks. This plush does. He's just a very cool plush. I'm very, very happy to have him. I got him off eBay for around 12 bucks. But yeah, he's got a very, very nice face. You can tell he's happy, even if he doesn't have a mouth. His nose is very, very nicely proportioned in comparison to his eyes and eyebrows. I love the mustache. I love the two bumps. They look very nice and accurate to Luigi. And looking at his sideburns, they're nice and curved. With the hat, his brim doesn't really cover too much of his face, which I'm happy about. It just depends on which, on the plush, because every plush is still different, even if it's the same pattern. Looking at the L emblem, it's just right in the center, and it's very nicely embroidered. The hat is very poofy, very squishy, and it's very well stuffed. His ears are very nicely done and positioned. His back hairs are 4 little hairs. And really quick, taking a look at the old Luigi, you can tell that they really made a mistake in giving the back of Luigi's neck just this gross, extra amount of hair. It's not gross. It's just weird. Looking at the profiles of Luigi, this one looks so much more accurate. This guy is weird looking from the side, and I think it's also because this is a childhood Luigi plush, so I played with him a whole lot, and because I've always wanted the Mario Party 5 Luigi, and I also watched Cute Mario Brothers as a, it's a childhood YouTube series, so I had the disservice of cutting off his hat, so now he's bald and ugly. But that kind of helps with looking at the face, because this guy's nose is a little bit bigger than the eyes, which is kind of distracting at times. His mustache is okay. If the nose wasn't so big, you can kind of see it better. His eyebrows are pretty okay. I'd say they're a little smaller than they should be, but that's probably just me and looking at this new Luigi. You can tell that I've played with him a whole lot, because he does not look soft, and he is not. He doesn't feel soft anymore. And I used to take him in the pool, or I got him wet, or, I'd just play outside in the rain with him. He's been through a lot. Looking at the overalls, this is more of like a dull, grayish, dark blue. And the straps are actually really nicely done on this one, while these are kind of thin. And these were actually prone to coming apart, which always made me feel scared for this plush. Fun fact, I've used super glue. I use paper clips to keep it glued, or I tried to just keep anything I could find just to keep these two straps attached. But one day, when they fell off for the last time, I kid you not, I grabbed a bottle of Elmer's school glue, the bottle, and I just put some glue under it, and I just pressed it, put some pressure on it, and what do you know? The straps are still intact. And that was 3 years ago. Think about that. 2016. And I used Elmer's school glue just to keep these straps on. That's bizarre. But yeah, moving on with the review. Luigi's arms on this one, in my opinion, are a little longer than they should be, but I don't think that takes it away. I mean, it's Luigi. So it's still a +1 compared to the old one, because, you know, he's not soft. I mean, his arms are a little bit better proportion, but this guy's just brand new and he's my favorite. Looking at the gloves, you can see that they still have the same design, although my old Luigi has harder to distinguish fingers because of how just weird the texture is on this plush. But you can easily tell where his fingers are on the newer plush. The legs on this one are very floppy because this is just a smaller plush, and you know, it's just old. But looking at the shoes, this is interesting to me because these are a lighter brown and these are a darker brown, and this is more accurate because Luigi's shoes are supposed to be really dark. But when you look at the Mario, the old Mario, and the new Mario, you can tell that these are kind of the same, if not lighter, than that Mario. So that's a little interesting thing to point out there. But yeah, those are the Luigi's. Definitely would choose this one in terms of looks, but this is my childhood Luigi, and I would still pick him because he's the best. Even though, you know, I don't like some things about him. But yeah, let's move on to Mario. Now, looking at these two, there is a huge difference from 2010 to 2017, I guess. But I'm still considering it 2019, because that's when I got it. When I got the two new Mario plushes. Wow. I mean, just look at these guys. Actually, let me give a little rundown. I got this guy at a garage sale for 50 cents. 50 cents. And I got this guy at Target for $12.99. Oh, and that Luigi plush, the old one, was also from Target. He was like $7. So that's interesting. I guess it's just because these plushes are bigger and they're really nice. But just looking at the faces and just the front of the plush, you can tell they really did a step up with these guys. I mean, if you look at the face, the mustache is so much better on this one because there are actual bumps to distinguish each of the 6 bumps on his mustache. And his nose is right in the center. And it's very well aligned with his eyes, of course. But this guy, he's got a weird flat oval nose and a very weird mustache. I don't even know. That doesn't even look like Mario to me. Like when looking at this angle. When you look at the eyebrows, they're pretty okay. But on here, they're perfect. They're just a little weird on this one. I think it's just because the nose and the mustache kind of distract the way the eyebrows look. Or just the whole face in general. The emblem is okay. They're still nicely embroidered. Looking at the sideburns, they look pretty similar, except this one has a little bit more space in between them, which I think looks a little better, because these kind of look mushed together, kind of like the mustache. Looking at the hat, it's very nice. It's the same thing as the Luigi. It's very poofy, very stuffed, very well stuffed, I should say. And then you look at the back of the hair, these are a little bit more defined bumps. Well, these are just kind of meshed together once again. The ears on this one are good. The ears on this one are okay. These Mario plushes, I don't know what the deal is, but these Mario plushes have like a hole in the back of their head, so you can put your finger up in their hair. And I just don't like that. Especially because the new one still has that weird thing going on. And I'm not going to do that a whole lot with this one, because, you know, it's brand new, and I don't want to ruin it in any way. So looking at the overalls, and even just a red color, like, this one is a little bit more dull. This one's a brighter, just a more saturated color. I love this. I prefer this, because the overalls in this one are very dull, very light sky blue. But these are just perfect. These are a perfect blue that really matches the design on this tag. When looking at the overall buttons, these are smaller and flatter, while these are bigger and they are not flat. They're not round either. They're just felt circles that are glued on, I believe. Just looking at the overall straps, actually, these are actually not really well aligned either. The golden buttons, but these have a little bit more of a point, while these are very nicely rounded. Looking at the rest of the body, the arms look better on this one. These are floppy because it's an older plush. Looking at the hands, these are actually pretty good. You can tell the 5 fingers apart, and you can do that. You can see how well distinguished they are in this one a lot better. Looking at the feet, you can tell that these are a brighter brown and these are more dull. It's interesting to me because this is like near perfect condition. It's just the tush tag's gone. But you know, looking at this guy, of course, this is Super Mario tag. It's got the Sanei logo. It's distributed by Little Buddy. That's what it says on the inside too. So distributed in North America by Little Buddy, which is just the American version of Sanei, I guess, even though it's import. But you see all the Japanese kanji is just like choking hazard and stuff. Made in Vietnam, I guess. That's where they've been made. So Sanei, you know, logo, official Nintendo seal. But yeah, this is definitely a step up from the original by a long shot, by a landslide. It's just crazy to me. But yeah, these two are still childhood plushes though. I will give them that. And the Luigi has the most sentimental value to me. But the 2 new ones, they're perfect. I mean, just because they're an upgrade, they're a step up from the originals. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. They're just really nice plushes. I just love all 4 of them in general, even if I do have a few gripes with the older ones. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this toy review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.